So some basic grappling used for movement purposes. Also, probably more end of session or warm up beginning of session kind of stuff. But we'll use as our root here the Roman handshake position. So both arms are grabbing wrists. This is not grabbing hands. As nice and tender as that is, we want to have a stronger connection and base of both support for our partner. We'll start from this staggered stance, and we'll sink down in our root. We'll do some whole body pulls. So I'll just pull her back, and then she'll pull me, and I'm going with it and also resisting it, shifting root from side to side. We could do this with straight arms and make this more scap oriented. So she's pulling scaps, I'm pulling scaps. So we're waking up some scap pull, scap activation. We could square up and do the same business from square. But then what the square offers is a little rotation. So I'm going to turn into it, and then she's going to turn and pull me back. So I'm going to square and rotate. She's going to square and rotate. Again, we have scap business here as well. Next one is single leg. So when we're standing in a single leg, we can be more squatty and upright. And the goal here is to both off balance and assist your partner. So you want them to be challenged. I want their balance to be challenged. I'm trying to focus on sitting into my root and not relying on my partner to hold me up. And then a hinge version of this, same deal. I'm just going to hinge forward. And again, I'm rooting down into my leg, soft knee, sitting into your heel, strong abs. But arm is more or less loose. You don't feel like you're having a lot of tension upstairs. The tension should be downstairs. You want to be, so think roots and branches. The root is going to be strong and solid, and the branches are going to be able to sway and move around. And then two other variants are more close to the ground. We can do this from a squat. So this is good just for working on bottom squatting, but we could also do some twisting and pulling, some seesawing. We might, if we grab both hands, I can flex, and then I can extend, and we can go back and forth with offering flexion and extension. You can do it like a pull car, like an old car where I'm coming up and she's coming down, and then she goes back and I come down. So there's from a squatting position, and then there's also from all fours. So here what I like to see is the body staying more square to the ground. What people will want to do is kind of twist out and make it either all loaded into one arm. But if you think about staying square and moving your partner on and off line, connecting, so both resisting and assisting, resist and assist. And with all of these, I always like to remind people that there's no points for takedowns. You're not trying to off-balance them to the ground. You're trying to off-balance them so they can fight to get their balance back. And work on their root and coordination of it against a X variable in the form of another person. So, some basic grappling for movement purposes.